this video, we're unboxing and installing a set of spiral LED fat whip lights on this UTV. Let's start by taking a look at what's included in the box. Remote control, base mount, product instruction manual, 2 PS whip lights, control module and its wiring harness. The vehicle model for this installation is the MaXpeedingRods UTV Desert Off-Road vehicle. The following are the tools needed for installing this whip light. Note, this list is specific to this vehicle model. You will need a cable tie, a medium-sized electric impact wrench, a medium-sized H4 socket, a electrical tape, a utility knife, a medium-sized Phillips screwdriver, a 10mm wrench, a 19mm wrench, diagonal cutters. Start by removing the side panel to access the mounting area and electrical system. Use the medium-sized 4mm hex socket with the medium-sized electric impact wrench to remove the side panel screws. Remove all the mounting screws securing the side panel. After removing all the mounting screws, take off the side panel. Before installing the base mount, first remove the locking nut. Remove the nut and the washer. Align the mounting holes. Place the base mount into position. After placing the base mount, install the locking nut. Install in this order: split washer, flat washer, then the nut. Use the 19mm wrench to tighten the base mount locking nut securely. Mount the base on the opposite side using the same method. The result after both base mounts are installed. Before installing the whip light, we need to disconnect the plugs for the module harness and the whip light harness. Next, we install the control module and connect its power supply. Below, we explain the functions of its wiring harness and where to connect it. These two larger wires, the red one connects to the power source positive, and the black one connects to the power source negative. Then there are 4 smaller wires. These 2 yellow ones connect to the left and right turn signal lights respectively. The white one connects to the reverse light, and the red one connects to the brake light. The red one connects to the power source positive. Mount the control module in a suitable location using zip ties or screws. Use diagonal cutters to trim off the excess from the cable ties. Locate the wiring harnesses for the brake light, turn signals, and reverse light. Then, strip the wire insulation and connect the wires. Use a utility knife to strip the outer insulation from the light harness wires. Continue stripping the wires. Strip the insulation from the 3rd wire. Strip the insulation from the 4th wire. Use diagonal cutters to strip the insulation from the corresponding wires on the module side. Now we will connect the wires according to the identified light harnesses. Twist the module's wire onto the vehicle's left turn signal wire. Protect and insulate the connection by wrapping it securely with electrical tape. Proceed with connecting the next wire. After twisting the wires together, protect the connection with electrical tape. Continue connecting and insulating the wires. Use electrical tape for insulation and protection. This completes the connections for the left, right turn signals, brake light, and reverse light. Use cable ties to secure and organize the wiring harness. Use diagonal cutters to trim off the excess from the cable ties. Next, we install the module's positive and negative power wires. During installation, you'll notice the module's power wires are somewhat short. We can use a utility knife to carefully strip back more of the outer insulation on the module's power wires. Strip to the length you need. Use the 10mm wrench. Loosen the terminal nuts on the battery's positive and negative posts. Loosen the positive terminal nut. Loosen the negative terminal nut. Use diagonal cutters. Strip the insulation from the ends of the module's positive and negative power wires. Next, connect the red wire to the battery's positive terminal. After placing the wire terminal onto the post, use the 10mm wrench to tighten the nut securely. Next, connect the power negative wire. After connecting, use the 10mm wrench to tighten the terminal nut securely. Result after installing the positive and negative connections. Now, route and secure the harness connecting the module to the whip light according to your vehicle's layout. Secure it using cable ties. Use diagonal cutters to trim off the excess from the cable ties. Now, let's install the whip lights. To install the whip light, pull up the locking ring. Then insert the whip light into the base mount. Lock the ring to secure it. Install the whip light on the other side following the same method. Pull up the locking ring. Insert into the base mount. Lock the ring to secure it. Result after both whip lights are installed. Align and connect the wiring harness plugs, then lock them in place. Align and connect the wiring harness plugs, then lock them in place. Now, let's begin the light function demonstration. First, we'll demonstrate the body responsive mode, brake light mode, reverse light mode, right turn signal mode, left turn signal mode, emergency light mode. Next is a demonstration of light modes controlled by the remote, turning the lights on. Light brightness mode demonstration. Now we are decreasing the light brightness. When the brightness reaches its lowest, the lights will flash once to alert you, demonstrating increasing brightness. Similarly, when the lights reach maximum brightness, they will flash once to alert you. Manual mode selection. Automatic mode. Light pattern speed adjustment. Now we are slowing down the pattern speed. When the speed reaches its slowest, the lights will also flash once to alert you. Now we are increasing the pattern speed. When the speed reaches its fastest, the lights will flash once to alert you. Color selection. Neon light mode. Music rhythm mode. Light demonstration complete. Reinstall the side panel. Use the medium-sized 4mm hex socket with the medium-sized electric impact wrench to tighten the side panel mounting screw. Side panel reinstallation complete. Now, let's begin introducing how to use the Whip Light app. First, take out your smartphone. Open the camera app. Scan the QR code on the control module. Click on the website link that appears. Click on the Apple App Store link. Open the App Store. After downloading, open the app. Once inside the app interface, click on the 3 small dots in the top left corner. Here at the top is Group Management. You can click to set names for groups. Below this is Devices. You can search for and connect to multiple devices. The small gear icon in the top right corner is the Settings function. Shake to connect. Shake your phone to initiate a connection. Auto connect. If turned on, it will automatically connect to the lights. Turn off for manual connection. Adjust wire sequence. Allows adjustment of the light wiring sequence. LED count setting. This lets you select the number of LEDs on your whip light. Change theme. Changes the background color of the app interface. Feedback for reporting issues. Help center. User Manual. About. This green dot is the on-off switch for the lights. Gray means lights are off. When it's green, it means the lights are on. This circle allows you to adjust the RGB color. Clicking here adjusts the red value. Clicking this adjusts the green gram value. The middle one is for blue. You can also click in this area for adjustments. This section shows common preset color combinations. Below this is a selection of classic color combinations. This icon is for modes. Selection of lighting patterns. There are many patterns. Adjust according to your preference. Below this is the speed control for the light patterns. Moving towards the minus slows down the speed. Moving towards the plus speeds it up. The next icon is music. When you click this, the lights will pulse to music. Music will also be playing at this time. This one is the microphone. For example, if you want to adjust the lights, you can also control the app's lights via voice commands. This last one is the timer. You can choose a specific date to schedule the lights to turn on or off automatically. You can select the time for when to turn on and when to turn off. That covers all the functions of the software.